Hi, grade eights. I'm going to talk to you now about a few things that aren't Austin specific, but are frequent questions that do come up. So, next year, it looks like you will be in school all day if you chose that option. You will have a course in the morning and then a course in the afternoon. So, the first semester will be broken up into two quadmesters. So, two courses for the first half of the semester, then two courses for the second half of the semester. By the end of January, that's four courses. So while you're at school, you'll want to decide what works best for you for binders. And typically, kids either have two little binders, one for each subject, or one bigger binder with a divider, and you have both subjects in it. That can get pretty heavy, but you know what? It's completely up to you. If you have a locker, then your bag will likely not be allowed in the classroom, so you'll want to make sure that you can carry your pens, calculator, pencils, whatever you need on your person. At home, when you go home, it's really important to have a designated workspace where you're comfortable and it's quiet and you have space to work because you will have homework. It's a good idea to kind of keep all of your supplies together so that when you're ready to work, you can focus. We have this bin on our kitchen table. It's got everything that you really need. A protractor, a scientific calculator, index cards for studying, highlighters, lots of pencils and erasers, pencil crayons for coloring maps in geography, paper clips. I have a stapler because when you're making study notes, you can staple them together. And then these are great, these alligator clips. They're awesome because as you go along with your course, you will have maybe units, like in math. So in math, you might have, 5, 6, 7 units, different units. So as the unit ends, you can put it together with the notes, with your quizzes, your unit test, any kind of study guide you got. Put a clip on it, maybe put a little label what it is, and put it off into a bin. Then, by the end of the quadmester, you'll have all of your different units and you'll be ready to study for exams. The schedule, you'll get your schedule on the first day of school. Your schedule will have your teacher's name on it and your room number and the course. Austin's great on the first day of school. All the teachers stand outside with a big sign with their name on it. There is tons of staff out there, including myself, to help you find your teacher. There's usually music playing. Everybody gets kind of grouped off with their teacher, and then the teacher will take you up to your classroom. From there, you'll be able to find your second classroom, no problem. As far as staying organized, I am around the school in September. Last year, based on what the schedule looked like for the students, I made up an organizer and I took it around to all of the grade 9 classes. So I plan to do the same thing for you next year. Based on how your schedule looks, it's like a little bit of a daytimer type of thing. So I am there to help you with that, and you can take that and you can make it your own, whatever works for you to stay organized, because it really is important to figure out what works for you so that you can be utilizing your time well and make sure that you're doing your homework and you're prepared for your tests and your quizzes. Which brings me to the Big Month at a Glance. I love these things. I find that they're great. Put it on your bedroom wall, get some dry erase markers, put your upcoming assignments and tests on it, plus your other, commitments like your extracurricular activities and that kind of thing, so that there are no surprises, and you can plan out what is coming up and manage your time well. Another question that comes up, volunteer hours or community involvement hours. I've included a link to Austin's guidance page, which has the resources section, has the log, and there's information about what is accepted and what's not. Typically, it's 40 hours of community service. You'll see right now we're here that some of the students have 20 hours, and that is because of the COVID restrictions for the last couple of years. But hopefully everything will open up and it'll be back to normal. You can start your volunteer hours July 1st. To be honest, I'm not sure how much opportunity there will be to volunteer in an organization, but it is good to start sooner than later. And certainly there are ideas on the Austin website, and you can always reach out and ask if you're uncertain whether your activity will be considered community service or not. Other than that, grade 8s. Register for Head Start, or at least consider it. It starts August 23rd, 8:30 to 1:30, Monday to Thursday. There's no word on whether or not it'll be online or in school. If it is online, you do get to come in and tour for a little bit one day. It's not quite the same for sure. Hopefully it'll be in person, which then it's great. You get to meet lots of different students and staff, and it is totally worth your while. But a good idea to register, and I've included the link for that as well. Grade 8s, remember that you can always reach out to me on Edsby, and I can answer any questions that you have or direct you to the right place to have your questions answered.